Right, good morning viewers, welcome back to the channel. We just had a lekker breakfast at our accommodation. This is the little spot that we've been staying at. Pretty awesome, yeah. We're about to hit the road for the day. Our plans for today have changed slightly. We can't get any accommodation near the Fish River Canyon, which is where we wanted to end up this evening. Everything is fully booked, being a weekend. We've got to travel a bit of tar again today, unfortunately. Up until a place called Arenology, and we're going to book in there for 2 nights. Tomorrow we will go out to the Fish River Canyon and back again, make it a day trip, stay for the evening, and then head through the border post. Let's get on the road. There's Trev getting all geared up in his reflective suit. You ready for the road, Trev?
I want to be seen. I'm looking for a wife.
He's looking for a wife in Namibia, he says, but I think he's talking twak. Yesterday's travels, we've gained a day because we only planned to travel about 300 k's a day in Namibia itself. Yesterday was a bit uneventful. Today we're going to travel about 390 k's to our destination. The reason why we're staying at Arenology for 2 days is to just get out to the Fish River Canyon. We're going to make a day trip out of it. It is a little bit of a long way around, but it's the only place that we could have got accommodation for the evening. Just hold the gate open for Trev. Start closing on me, I'm going to bugger off quickly. So it's going to be good to stay over at the little town called Arenology. That's going to give us some time to get to the Fish River Canyon. That was one of the destination points that I really did want to go and see. And we're going to be able to take off all the kit, all the weight, and now go and play on the dust roads over there. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to stop for a quick fill up for Trev. The GS doesn't need a top up yet. Right, I decided to top up as well. Petrol attendant's full of jokes here. He says, "Thank you sir, here's your slip. The petrol is now yours." It took me a while to catch that one. It's a bit early this morning still. Nice chilly start to the morning again. First town we're going to pass is Keetmanshoop. It's about 230 k's from here. But rather enjoying the sunlight again. Prefer it to the slight drizzle we had yesterday morning. Feeling a bit more fresh today as well. Had a bit more rest last night because we got you quite early yesterday. Although picking the thorns out the tyres took a knee on. We had a lekker braai last night, a bit of fellowship, and we hit the sack early. Seems in the area here mostly cattle farming going on. The place we stayed at and had breakfast at this morning, we met up with a gentleman that is helping out with dairy farms in the area, so I imagine beef and also dairy farming are probably one of the big hits over here in this part of the world. And this is Marienthal. I can see to the left and right here of where we're riding now, anybody with a 4-wheel drive, it is a 4-wheel drive paradise here. There's just 4-wheel drive tracks. I don't know if you can see them there, but 4-wheel drive tracks everywhere in the desert sand. I wouldn't be able to resist either. I would be travelling on that road in my 4x4 just for kicks. The desert camels not enjoying the cold starting weather in the mornings. The tappets are moaning for a good half a minute before the oil gets around them. The Honda, however, on the other hand, the Ferrari, it's not moaning at all in the mornings. It just starts up, gives a good couple of grunts from its V-twin, and it's ready to go. The camel needs a bit of caressing before heading off in the morning. I think it's a bit like myself. Doesn't want to get up so early. There comes that Ferrari again. He's objecting to me. I'm travelling too slowly. Enjoying the scenery. He's full of himself this morning. I think the both of us are starting to show signs of rider fatigue. We've got a couple of action pains and creaks that we never had before. I think he just wants to get moving to the next spot. And as there isn't too much to see on this route, let's speed it up. Now this is something that I find quite intriguing as well. And there are a lot of them around. I'll just slow down to stop and have a quick squiz. There are these bird nests everywhere in and around. They're in the trees, they're on the telephone poles, they're everywhere. Just awesome, a whole family of these guys. Don't know where they are today, but they're plentiful on the road. What a magnificent piece of workmanship by them. But isn't that nice, eh? Just these little sights all over the show. Right, let's move it along. So peaceful out here, till you got some bugger like that idling his bike away making a noise. We've had a couple of guys flashing lights at us. The Ferrari's got way ahead of me. There we go, even this chap's flashing lights. I'm expecting the fuzzer up ahead trapping. The Ferrari's got way ahead, but I'm sure he's seen the lights flashing. Let's hope he doesn't blow his budget again for the day. There they are. I don't see the Ferrari there, so he's got through unscathed. Coming up on Kitman's Whoop now. We're passing a lot of tourists coming past us, one after the other. That explains why we couldn't get a booking anywhere in the area here. Namibia is a popular destination for weekend. There's not just tourists from overseas that look like they're in rentals. There are many different number plates. There are overseas number plates, there are Cape Town number plates, Free State number plates coming past. There are many. The road is busy this morning. Gonna pull into Kitman's Whoop quickly for a cuppa. Now just to find a coffee shop. I think Trev might need another fuel up as well.
How's it going?
Brett,
How's it?
pleased to meet you.
Where you guys going?
Where are we going? We're going back. He's going back to PE somewhere along the way. And I'm going back up to Durban soon.
Okay, cool. You're on your way to the canyons?
Yeah.
You guys don't want to come have a coffee with us?
We do, yes. We
Cool.
just wanted to stop and have a coffee here now.
Okay, we're going to have a coffee there. We're busy with a blanket run. All the bikers.
Awesome. Where are you guys from?
We're from town.
From town. Oh, lekker. Left.
Yeah,
We follow you.
that's right.
We follow you.
Finished.
Oh, we finished. Lekker. So that's awesome. A couple of bikers came past us here. They met up with us and they've asked us to come and have a coffee with them. That's going to be awesome. They're all from the area. I'm quite excited. Meeting a club from far away. That's the one thing about the biking culture and the community. There's such a connection. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. There's just such a connection there. When they see another biker, they welcome you with open arms. Something I really appreciate about being part of Ulysses SA, my own club back at home. You get welcomed into any other club, but we didn't have to be part of a club to be welcomed in. They just saw the bikes. One of them turned around, came back and fetched us. What an awesome bunch of dudes. Bike culture. As is Chris, he was kind enough to invite us here. So busy doing their blanket run for the cold season. It's a charitable event. Let's go and join in for that cuppa. Well, that was flippin' lekker. That was the Buchte Desert Devils doing their blanket run for today. They gave us something to eat. They made sure we have something to drink, coffee. And they said, when you come to our towns again as a biker, you make sure you don't pay for anything. And thank you, Buchte Dust Devils, for your hospitality. You guys were great. Chris that came to the filling station to invite us around there for a cup of coffee. He happens to be the prez of the Buchte Dust Devils. Climbing up into the hilly country again. And if it's hilly, that means there are a couple of turns and bends again, which I appreciate. After talking to the bikers, I am looking quite forward to our excursion to the Fish River Canyon tomorrow. They have a different tale to tell about the dust roads. They reckon the dust roads are absolutely perfect. The only problem is that where the vehicle tracks are not, those are the dodge parts. So you never know what to believe from, guys. What is a bad road considered as for some people, whereas to other guys the road's perfect. These mountainous areas are a lot more fun to ride through, especially with the turns and the bends. Or locking a lot. The landscape is impressing me now. One awesome area to travel through here. Welcome to Greenough. Now we're going to stop in and find our accommodation for the evening, book in there, and see what the town has got to offer. Trev's not going to be too happy with the dust roads. We got to find the dust road to our spot, but I'm looking forward tomorrow. Oh jeez, I've nearly gone over myself now with the sand. It's terrible. There's our spot, and they got some old cars standing outside there. This looks like the kind of spot I'd like to stay at. Whoa, Trevor, it's fallen over. I've fallen over too now. Out of there. Trev, just relax. Okay, just give me a sec. Wait. Just wait. I've got to get the bags off. Sorry, Trev. Just relax.
Just take off this. Just fuck it. There we go, better.
Geez, so that was the two of us all in one go. In my haste to go and help Trev, I dropped mine in the Kalahari sand here as well. And this man was stuck under his bike. This Kalahari sand is not for sissies.
This time it caught me out.
Trev's fall unfortunately has caused him a bit of an injury, a knee and an ankle injury, and so now we're not too sure on the plans for tomorrow now about Fish River Canyon. This Kalahari sand is really not friendly to these big bikes here, and I really want to stress that if you are going to come and ride in these areas over here in the Namib, you've got to come on the right bike. These bikes are definitely not kitted to do this sort of thing. There are some fantastic riders that will be able to ride any of these bikes right through this, no problem at all. But if you haven't got enough experience, we don't have the most expert experience, I wouldn't come here on something as big as this, unless you're going to stick to the main roads. In that being said, our day trip tomorrow, I'm not too sure if I'm going to do that on my own, mate. In the case of an injury on your own, we don't have any reception out here at all. There's just no reception from one town to the next. There's nothing. So that is a bit concerning. But I'll decide in the morning what to do. Trevor's going to take a day off tomorrow and just have a good rest. I think that'll be good. And we're going to fill him up on pills for the pain until we can get him to the border post and out. He should be able to manage to ride, I'm sure, but if he does have to step over a side or sidestep or anything like that, I think it's going to be a problem for him. So the best is going to be maybe to make our way to the closest border and the easiest border at this stage. The good news is that Trev is in good spirit, and I'm sure that'll get him to the border post and over again. Okay, a little earlier today I've forgotten to lube old Trev's chain last night. So I just want to show you a little trick here when we lube the chain. What I've done here is I'll just bring myself, and this is a top tip by the way, bring yourself just one of those little things. It's the cap of another lube can with that little peepee. Put that on the end there, like such. And then we go ahead and lube the chain with that. Hell of a lot easier. That should do it. And I'll tell you what, that saves a lot of trouble of making your bike so dirty with grease, especially on your nice dirty bike that you've ridden on. You don't want to dirty it even further. Top tip, use that, just like that. It works well. Right, let's just take a little walk around our little pausey that we're at. Pretty cool, yeah? We're going to be spending the next 2 days here. So just to have a look at it, that's where we are. It's a whole series of room. It's more like a little bit of glamping rather than camping. We've got a room and a bathroom there, and that's where the bikes are parked just outside. And I just love the old paraphernalia that's all over the show. It's so nicely laid out over here. Old stuff. I just love it. At the entrance areas, got old car parts and things just so nicely displayed. Really looking awesome. There's the Hopalong Cassidy. A lovely little pub area to have a nice cold one. Really awesome. There's Trev, he's having his ginger beer. And outside area has got some lovely old paraphernalia on the walls, very nicely displayed as well. Oh, it's a lovely place. Here's an old Scotchy dog in the background.
These grills, man.
This is my happy place for sure. I'm quite pleased with we booked in here this evening. It's a lovely spot.
I'm not.
They've also got a lovely bra area here as well. But I just dig this old stuff. What I wouldn't do to have all this stuff in my garage and around my house. My wife would really appreciate it. I know she would. Awesome. Well, let's close in for the evening and we'll chat again in the next video.